Siamo? Siamo. Good. Allora, cosa dobbiamo fare stamattina? Dobbiamo... Tutti belli freschi, mi sa che saranno ammalati alcuni, ma di loro me ne occuperò dopo. Il livello di fascinazione comunque va aumentato, ma quello dopo si vedrà più tardi. Vabbè, cosa dobbiamo fare? I manifesti, giusto? E basta. E poi dopo facciamo la missione principale, perfetto. Perciò segnalo già, porco via, la missione. Andiamo. Oh mio Dio. Blocco netto è stato un attimo terrificante. Neanche, quindi neanche fare le palle. Che cazzo era sto po'? Ah,
It's locked, all right.
sarebbe per forza di là. C'è la bestia a livello 22. Ma che cazzo? Aia, bastardo. Non in culo, ma... Ah, sto male. Poi lo devo schivare. Ah, non è che si senta molto sto livello 2, però... Oh! Aspetta, aspetta.
I cannot enter.
Ma cazzo? Quindi un altro nascondiglio. Ottimo. Io come ci arrivo là, scusami. Mi spieghi?
It's locked, all right.
Sembra buono. Tutti. No dai, non mi segui fin qua. Bravo.
I cannot enter.
Che palle, devo passare. Sulle qua c'è la missione. Io non volevo fare la missione. Ok, facciamo la missione. Save.
Seems like the guard of Prewen is on Sean Hampton's trail too.
Oh. Aia, con lanciafiamme, davvero? No, figlio di puttana. Bastardo. Che male, sto figlio di una baldracca. No, non mi sono ricaricato i sieri. Aia, no, no, no. No, ho sbagliato. Via. Aia, 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 no, 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 no. Stronzo. Prendo all'angolo. Ah, stronzo. Ah, bastardo. Fanculo, dai. Stronzo. Rotto le palle mi avete. Mi targetti un altro, figa. Arriva quel cazzo di gente di merda. Bastardo. Stronzo. Ah, vaffanculo. Aia. Verde. Oh, ma va. È morto. stronzo. Stronzo del cazzo. Stamina. Stronzo sei.
Trusted leech, boys. Want some of this?
Mi rompi palle, siete. Stronzo. No, ho sbagliato.
The wounds on this corpse are deep, the result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing, he's become a murderous beast.
Del basso Tamigi.
I'd head back if I were you, sir. Get them weapons ready! We have to stop it!
Ah, stronzo. Merda, niente. Fotti, brutto stronzo. Hai anche schivato? Fatica, Cristo. Sei solo tu qua?
Not a safe place. Steady, boy. Got one of them.
Due insieme però rompono le palle.
Cannot be defeated.
Aia, pretone di merda. No, la luce di Cristo. La stamina, targetami la gente magari. La luce di Cristo, stronzo. Bravo Skull. Stronzo, oi. È davvero focusato me? Bravo. Ti conviene venirmi addosso e picchi. E chi vince? Oh, hai vinto tu, bravo. Merda, viene di sangue, vabbè. Si trova, si trova. Sono arrivato. C'è qualche roba qui che non ho visto. Appunto. Ma ce l'ho di soldi, però non li utilizzo mai. La gente la conosce, tra l'altro.
I'm the one what should be grateful, my dear boy.
Dove devo andare? Ah, guarda dove cazzo ho messo le scalette. Questo.
Are you certain you're not lost, sir? You seem quite...
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you need any help?
Rest assured, I will help you, sir. Martin Nightingale, at your service. Please, take a look at my wares.
Your merchandise. I don't really see anything worth having. No offense.
None taken, sir. But please, I need to eat. Perhaps if you keep looking, you'd see something that takes your fancy.
Let me be frank. You're as much of a businessman as I am a werewolf, right?
Who the hell are you to question me? It's hard enough to stay clean when you don't have a place to sleep. I'm doing my best here.
I meant no offense, Mr. Nightingale. I was merely pointing out the fact that you're unlikely to survive long if you continue wandering this path.
And what should I do then, sir? Should I join the Wet Boot Boys like so many others? No thanks. I'd rather be a bad seller than a dead gang member.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood? Have you got any friends around these parts?
Not really. Miss Gillingham smiles and says kind words, but I know she's lost her marbles, especially since her son died.
How interesting. I don't suppose you know what happened to her son?
Jack. Rumor has it he tried to tackle some gang lads. I didn't know him well, but
Ah, ho paura che
I
sia
heard he was a
quello
nice enough
che...
chap. His old ma still thinks he's around.
Tell me about this crazy woman. Madness is often mistaken for other conditions.
The poor woman's mad, all right. Kind and all, but she has so much trouble remembering things. She's taken me for a son more than once.
Why not try seeking help instead of peddling your wares? I'm sure there are people around here that would gladly help.
There's always the night asylum. Heard it's run by a very nice man, but I'm no beggar. Not yet, at least.
There is no shame in asking for help, my boy. Sometimes it can even be the best course of action.
I don't feel okay with that. I'm gonna make a name for myself, and I'll do it by myself.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
He's a caretaker for the poor, is he not?
Something like that, yes.
Sorry, I don't know where he is.
Goodbye.
Please, sir. Come and have a gander.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I come in?
I already took my medication, Doctor. But thank you.
I'm sorry. Your medication? Have we met before?
Don't tease me like that, Jack. Sorry, what?
I think I should come in, miss. I'd like to check if everything is okay, what with the epidemic spreading across London.
An epidemic, you say? How terrible. I had no idea. But where are my manners? Please do come in, Doctor. You are a doctor, yes?
I know I've got something that'll strike your fancy.
Che sia? Nuova indagine. Buono.
It's locked, all right.
Ah, fuck.
So, Dr. Tippets, what brings you back
Oh,
here?
madonna mia, è andato
I heard
completamente.
whispers you had a job at that fancy hospital.
I told you my name is Jonathan Reed. Don't you remember?
Of course I do. I remember my name too. Gillingham. But you may call me Enid, Doctor. I'm very happy to see you again.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Oh no, I don't gossip. That would be most unbecoming of a lady such as myself.
Who are the more influential figures on the docks?
Well, I heard about some terrible illness going around. I would say in that case that it's you, Dr. Tippets.
Is anyone taking care of you, Miss Gillingham?
My son is always here to take care of me. He's a good boy like that, but I do worry that he needs to start living his own life. I would never say that to him, of course.
I'm looking for a Sean Hampton. Do you know where I might find him?
Sean Hampton, you say? Oh, the name does seem vaguely familiar, but alas, I cannot recall from where.
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
Da con l'uomo nascosto nelle fogne. Bello.
Are you certain you're not lost, sir? You seem quite a stranger to these parts.
Ah, lei qui. Si esce. Dei manifesti.
They've got bigger problems elsewhere.
No! No, no, no! No! Ho sbagliato! No! Che coglioni! Non volevo! No, mi scusi! Porca puttana, no, scherzavo, niente, vabbè, niente. Ho sbagliato, non volevo.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Mi spiace.
Dr. Reed, can I be
Oh,
of any
porca
assistance?
puttana.
Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
I'm afraid your posters were destroyed.
It cost me good money to print those posters. Such a pity people don't take the vampire menace seriously.
Did you really think the posters would be useful?
See the sad saint of the East End? How a single man can help so many people? I consider myself the discreet protector of these men and women.
Tell me, Ichabod, why do you consider yourself the protector of Sean Hampton's shelter?
He is a truly inspiring example. Dedicated, pious. His shelter is open to all, whoever they are. Most admirable.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
Beh, ho scazzato una missione. Può capitare Ma cazzoccola. Guarda quell'uomo nascosto nelle fogne. Altro. Infatti mancano. Mal di testa lei c'ha anche mal di qualcos'altro. Andiamo a fare questa missione per cercare all'interno. Come ci arrivo là, scusa? Ah, dalle fogne. Ho sbagliato, niente. Scusa. Appunto lo utilizzerò per farmi un po' di sangue. Target. Non me l'aspettavo così veloce. Tornare lì sopra. Sì, buono. Come vado nelle fogne? Adesso da qualche parte però. Ecco.
It's locked, all right.
No, ma come porta chiusa? No. Che palle. Dimmi dov'è l'ingresso per le fogne. Oh. trovo l'ingresso per le fogne. Tacci vostra. Qui. Devo parlare con l'uomo delle fogne, però c'è un piccolo problema tecnico. C'è l'entrata per le fogne. Magari ce la so, non so qua. Aia, sto. Chiavia. No. Ci ho sperato.
I cannot enter.
Che cazzo? Come parlo con le fogne se non ingresso nelle fogne, porca troia. Ho capito che c'è un cittadino a rischio, ma... tirare a indovinare. Spero che... Aspetta, provo dal rifugio notturno. Magari è da lì che devo entrare. Forse.
This Seymour worries me. Sure knows something about him.
What have we here?
No. Io devo passare oltre per vedere... Si può passare oltre, tra l'altro. Questa è una bella domanda. Da sopra? Nella vita. Magari da sotto. Più sotto vado, più vado verso le fogne. Potrebbe essere una chiave di lettura anche abbastanza. Del cazzo. Come lo raggiungo quell'uomo? Se non ho la chiave. Come faccio?
It's locked, all right.
Coglionito.
Avoid a long face, Doctor.
No, l'ho trovata, vabbè, niente.
Is it all that worries you, Sean? My long face? Really?
This is a blessing for me, to become a Skal. Immortality gives me more time and energy, if truth be known, to run a shelter. What more could I want?
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
But you must drink blood now to survive.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
Wonders never cease. Skal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain.
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith. My will is far stronger than his.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers.
Ma
The entrance is by the
vaffanculo,
riverbank,
va!
south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
I will not look kindly on you if you're trying to trick me.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself to your judgment.
Culo un po' di tutto, eh. Oh. Ah, ok. Dove è finito il tizio adesso? Ah, lì.
We'll have a talk when you've returned from the sewers, Dr. Reed.
Parlo però intanto con le due comprimarie qua.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
What can you tell me about the Sad Saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reed.
You really think I should go back to a safer place, miss?
No. I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Shornhampton Shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
Lottie, tell me about the death of your mother.
Giselle killed her. Plain and simple. She killed her with her daily whims, her laziness, and her complaints.
That's quite a statement. You can't kill someone because you're fickle.
Mother was very ill, but I forgave Giselle. What I couldn't stand was how she cried at her funeral like she was the one left alone.
Perhaps your sister is not as tough as you are.
I know that, and I don't blame her. It just makes me sad that my own sister is the person I understand the least.
Giselle is the only family you have left. Don't you think it's time you forgave her?
Sometimes words are harder to forgive than acts, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Con l'altra sorella che è qui. Bello. Cosa? Aspetta, poi.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr.
Cazzo.
Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here, and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh. You want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
You're right. I have never suffered from poverty. But that doesn't mean I don't fight it and its consequences.
I really doubt you ever had to fight for anything in your life, Dr. Reed.
Giselle, I know you sleep at Shornhampton Shelter. What can you tell me about him?
He provided a roof for me and my sister. I am grateful, of course, but he gives me the creeps.
Why is that?
He's always sad, like he's about to cry. He's always asking us to get closer to God, to give ourselves to the Lord. creepy.
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
Giselle, tell me about the death of your mother.
After our father died, Mother worked so hard she made herself sick. We spent all the money we had on useless drugs and doctors. It was hell.
Hell? What do you mean?
The three of us were exhausted and desperate. And when I'm desperate, I tend to get angry. And I'm hard to live with. Lottie said I killed Mother.
You should talk to your sister. Whatever happened when your mother died, the truth lies somewhere between your two versions.
I don't want to talk about that. It was years ago. We Paxton sisters are tough. We don't apologize.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Adesso ho tutto il quartiere. No, manca lo stronzo da salvare nelle fogne. Vabbè, vado. Nel frattempo mi fermo a parlare con Tizio Caio qua.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
You've never faced, let alone killed, a vampire Ichabod. You're a fraud.
No, I'm not. I may embellish the truth concerning my achievements, but I'm totally dedicated to my quest.
You have courage, Mr. Throgmorton. Perhaps that is all one requires to face the demons.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You'll see. One day I'll find and kill one of these monstrosities with my own two hands.
Merda, vabbè.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
Le chiavi vediamo.
This could be the public house Giselle Paxton mentioned. I should investigate further.
No?
There's one of them! Watch yourselves!
fogni un'altra volta. Mi ricordo cosa devo cercare, ma prima vado a salvare il signore. Buono, 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 stiamo andando avanti molto veloce, ciò mi va abbastanza bene. Non so a che punto sono della trama perché storicamente dovrebbe essere a 3/4, visto che ho completato più o meno 3 zone, però. Cioè, praticamente la trama non ho ancora fatto un cazzo.
It's locked, all right. That doesn't work. So that's it. These wheels control the water level.
Ah, merda, un puzzle game. In modo qua sì, adesso devo appuntare le valvole. Cosa? Oh. No, devo... ho capito. Scusate.
That gate should shut properly now.
Ora il livello dell'acqua. Oltre a questo servizio un cazzo. Entrambi, scusa. Cazzo qua dentro. Bello. Qualcosa che non sta funzionando. Apro cose ma non mi arrivano materiali. Ehi?
I cannot enter.
Perché?
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again. The one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn, or I'll crush you like a maggot.
You've let the beast consume you.
Finally! A touch of lucidity.
Sono contro di te?
Learn to respect the laws of Ascalon!
La madonna, fai male.
They shall snap like a hare's brittle bones, newborn!
Male te ne faccio lo stesso. Ah. Aia. Sì, stronzo. Aia, che male. Ah. Aia, 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 aia. Stronzo.
Once you've vanished, I'll slaughter these scalds while singing your name!
Merda! Merdaccia che sei altro. Perdi a fare le ombrette.
You cannot comprehend!
Merda, non lo vedo più. Stronzo.
Foolish Ekon!
Aia, l'ha preso. No, da terra, che stronzo.
Slow as a snail!
Recupero stamina. Aia. Aia, no, 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 no. Quante combo insieme, faccia di merda. Bastardo, finalmente. Aia. Porca puttana, che zoccolo che sei. Non l'ho preso. Recupero stamina, recupero stamina, recupero stamina. Preso. Preso.
You found your death in
Merda.
me!
No, no, no. Brutto finocchio. Bravissimo. E beccati questo, stronzo.
To the pit.
Ok, si ripotenzia, si ripotenzia. Cosa? Cosa, cosa, cosa?
I shall crush you.
No, bastardo. Beh. Aia. Puto tondo. Che stronzo che sei, Bravissimo. Che botta.
Down, stay down. Return to your apothecary and needles.
Sei uno stronzo. Sei! Ma vaffanculo, va. No! Dai, viene rimasto
down, stay down. Your blood is now mine.
botte di stronzi. Preso. Merda, ha fatto una combo di 4, che stronzo. No, schiva. Ma cosa sta succedendo? Ah,
I
sì.
shall crush you. Return to your apothecary and needles.
Aia. Sto stronzo. Carica stamina. Buono. No, come hai resistito, finocchio. Buono. Buonissimo. Buono. Però stai.
Down, stay down. Return to your apothecary and needles.
L'ha preso? Ah, bastardo. Preso. No, figlio di zoppa.
I shall crush you. Your
Ai.
blood is now mine. You found your death in me.
Ho sbagliato, ho sbagliatissimo. Sì, e invece. Crestino bianco di merda. Però non c'è più sangue.
At least one skull escaped Fergal's wrath.
Provo un attimo a tornare indietro.
How could he have made it this far? There's blood everywhere.
Ah, no. Ah, è la stessa strada, però me l'hanno fatta fare in modo diverso. Questo c'è qualcosa.
Safe we are, still. Drink now.
Bless you, Bridget.
This isn't the blood of a vampire, but it will quench your thirst. This is our domain, not yours. You've been warned.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There is no love lost between us, Vampire. But thank you.
Sean Hampton sent me here. I believe he wanted me to find you. Who are you?
If you must know, they call me Old Bridget. And this shelter is where we live.
I'm Jonathan Reed. I'm a newborn Egon. I'm afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall not bend a knee, young Ekon. But I sense your pain. Ask, and I will afford you my attention.
Why was that creature after you?
Fergal is the blunt instrument of the Ascalon Club. His masters would see us dead or turned into slaves, if they had their way.
What of this Ascalon Club?
Vampire Society's elite in the Empire. They make the rules and enforce their judgment upon us whom they see as lessers.
What the hell was that thing? He wasn't an Ekon or a Scow.
They are known as Volkod. An ancient offshoot of immortals. Blood drives them, enrages them.
So was it you that Sean Hampton sent me to find?
Perhaps. The sad saint was always kind to us. He must trust you if he revealed our location.
The guard of Priwan is hunting him. He is suspected of murder.
The Scars have always been hunted by humans and vampires alike. I teach them how to survive against the odds.
Sean killed a patient of mine. And that's just one of the murders he's being hunted for.
If you refer to Harriet, she is now among us and under our protection.
Harriet Jones is alive. That's it. That's the proof Sean wanted me to find. I must talk to her.
No. Harriet is not alive. But you can speak to her. I must warn you. She is fragile and may not receive you warmly.
I don't understand.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is sharp as a tack, but her body is so weak. I've never seen its like before. She is resting in a room on the far right of this hideout.
Thank you. I will bear that in mind.
Prego dimmi che è questo l'ultimo dei... No. Perciò c'è anche tutto un luogo sotterraneo in cui indagare. Non è così?
We're at your mercy. Will you end us? Eternal gratitude for your protection, Master. Old Bridget says you are one to trust.
Quindi hanno una mente, non sono esseri che girano a caso mangiando persone perché non hanno il cervello, sono senzienti. strana cosa. Parecchio.
How is London? I've not seen beyond these walls in such a long time.
Esco dalle fogne. Ah, nascondiglio. Good. Mazza comune. Mazza la mazza. Mazza la mazza qui. Fa vedere perché più che altro mazza comune me ne sbatto altamente il cosiddetto, però. Tutto facciamo. No. Solo creare qui. Parte 1, 2, 3. Vai, subito. Posso? Ah. Ammazza dagli al 3. Intanto volevo mettere a posto anche il randellino, se possibile. Vai. No, al 3, va bene. Però migliorata al 2, già meglio. Ammazza draghi al 3 fa tanto. Ma fa proprio tanto. Le pistole non le uso. Neanche se mettermi a farlo. Mi riposo che ho 2700 ESP, però me ne ho fatto il cazzo, magari aspetto ancora un po'. Ecco, l'ho già esplorato.
Ascalon has stalked us for ages upon ages.
Yeah.
Your place is not here. We're at your mercy. Will you end us?
Perché? Quindi volendo io potrei trarre la spada e ammazzare tutti qua. Carino come.
Your spare the Gentiles.
Se mi attacchi però ti ammazzo.
Old Bridget says you are one to trust. Eternal gratitude for your protection, Master. We're at your mercy. The vampire hunters will never find us here.
Potrei fare un casino. Magari innalzo il livello dell'acqua e ammazzo tutti. Potrei fare un macello. Vedere come tiri. Vedere se non c'è altro da fare. Quella leva mi sembra l'unica. Ti levi dal cazzo, Scar, grazie. Appunto, poi c'è un'altra scala. Qua dentro c'è la rietta, caretta. Di qua ci dovrebbe essere. Esatto. Prima di qua. Esattamente. Oh, ecco.
Are you all right, sir? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question. Don't you know this is a quarantine zone?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating the epidemic. You had better get to a safe place while you still can.
Oh, really? Well, go investigate somewhere else and leave me be.
I beg your pardon?
I said go. Leave me alone, sir.
Rodney, you're the man who killed that gang member, are you not? Is that why you are hiding in this godforsaken place?
Yes, I did. I did not even know his name.
Then why did you kill him?
That arsehole always mocked me for the color of my skin. Usually I let it go. But not that night. We fought. He died.
Whatever you've done, you can't spend the rest of your life hiding here.
I just wanted to teach him a lesson. Not kill him. I'm not responsible for a murder if I didn't want to commit it. It was an accident.
Believe me, Rodney, you won't survive here long. No matter what you did, you must go back to where you used to live.
I'll go back to the docks then. But if I die, remember that the blood of Rodney Grader will be on your hands.
Oh. Andiamo in 3. C'avevo altre missioni secondarie. Recupero il denaro rubato, se no lo facciamo un'altra volta. Sto a parlare con Arietta la puttanetta. Qua. Non mi sembra così debole. Ok che è seduta, però...
Hello, Harriet. Do you recognize me?
Yes, you were from the Pembroke Hospital. The young doctor. So full of secrets.
I've so many questions I need to ask you, Harriet. If you would.
I love questions. As for the answers, you may not like them.
How do you feel?
I can't see. I can't move. My body's burning. I feel as if I'm dying over and over
che
again.
produco io possono andare bene anche per gli scalpi.
Have you tried to eat or drink something?
People here tried to feed me, but I'm just not hungry. I don't have the strength.
Does the pain ever stop?
It is not pain I feel. It's like I can't stop feeling every inch of my body. But at the same time, each muscle and bone is the wrong place.
Ok, immagino che sia strana questa situazione, ma
Your room,
immaginarmi.
the blood. What brought you to fake your death in such a gruesome fashion?
To see if I would be mourned.
Why flee with Sean Hampton?
Oh, it's always a pleasure to see a saint fall to sin. But the coward still won't kill.
Do you take pleasure in causing so much pain and sorrow?
Nobody gave a damn about me. Not a tear shed. Poor Harriet. Always the discarded.
Why did you come here?
And why not? This is where I live now. Leave me be.
Will you respect old Bridget's wishes? Will you obey her?
Bridget is kind. She only needs to keep me fed and I'll be good.
So you desire to stay here?
Yes, I'm with my own kind. Birds of a feather, so to speak. Poor Harriet. Always alone.
I have a question of the utmost importance to ask. Will you answer?
Questions? Questions, questions. The good doctor, always searching for answers.
Do you remember what you did after leaving the hospital? Did you kill anyone?
First, a question from me. You answer first.
Very well then. What do you want to know?
Are you like me? Are you also dead?
We are not dead, Harriet. Death no longer pertains to us. We are different.
I like what I am. I truly do. I relish the pain that courses through me.
I know you fled the hospital with Sean Hampton. Did you or Sean kill anyone in your flight? Anyone? Try and remember.
I will not lie. I wanted blood, and I wanted revenge, and Sean pulled me from it, brought me here instead. But the shadows heard my prayers. The shadows killed that bastard.
Hombre.
Who was that man? The one murdered in the street?
He used to be my landlord. I lived here for many years before falling ill. Oh, he was an awful man. Disgusting and cruel. So cruel.
You sought vengeance by your own hand, and someone else obliged you. Very convenient. Don't lie to me.
I don't lie. I saw him near the docks, and rightly I wished him dead. And I am happy he is. It's true. But I didn't kill him. I was too tired.
Shadows? Tell me what you saw.
The shadows, they heard me and answered. Something in the deep darkness. Quick, deadly. It asked me if I wanted revenge. I answered, yes.
And these shadows, this presence, do you still hear it? Was it a vampire? Did Sean see it?
It spoke only to me, and now it is silent, but it is born of hatred. And it will kill again. And it hates you, Doctor. Oh, it hates you.
What makes you say that?
It whispered your name, Dr. Reed. It wanted to know who you were and where you went.
Questions about me? What did you say?
Nothing, Doctor. I said nothing. There was nothing it didn't already know. Oh, I'm tired now. Let me rest.
Have you found the answers you were looking for, young Ekon?
There is too much left unanswered. So many questions.
Get to know us. Spend time with us. And I may be willing to answer more questions.
Why do you live here? Amongst filth and
non
vermin?
credo che loro...
Live. Here we hide.
Why don't you leave the city? Hide somewhere far from the Guard of Priwen. The Ascalon Club.
We are the Sewer Skulls. This is our domain. We have run as far as we can, and now we hide.
What are you hiding from?
From the guilt, the shame, from the hunters and the light. And of course, our past.
Your diction, your words. You do not carry yourself like most Skulls I've encountered.
True. I'm not like most Skulls.
You were once someone else. What happened to you?
It is as sad as it is long, young Ekon, but it will remain mine.
Can I be of service to you?
We ask but one thing. Reveal to no one our secrets. Do not betray us.
For how long have you been in hiding here?
Skulls have been hiding under London since vampires first entered the city.
Where did you hide before the sewers?
We claimed ancient tunnels, forgotten caverns, catacombs. We are skulls, groveling beneath the feet of our makers.
What manner of creature is Harriet? She is different from everyone else.
I really don't know. I'm not even certain she's a skull. I've no idea as to what blood made her.
What is a skull, in fact, in your honest opinion?
The progeny of a vampire, disavowed by her maker. Perhaps a fruitless branch of a noble tree. A word used to enslave us. I cannot say.
You mentioned that vampire blood has tremendous potency. You believe it to be stronger than your own?
The vampire's sweet blood. That rich, dark wine that we crave. For it made us, and it can sustain us.
I thank you for your time, madam. I must go back to Hampton now.
Your kindness has been ample payment, Egon. To protect us, I'll close the access to our hideout, but you can use our shortcut to reach Mr. Hampton's shelter. Just follow the arrows.
Thank you, old Bridget. I hope we'll meet again.
Passare di... senza vite. Madonna. Cazzo, neanche, non c'è neanche il sangue.
It's locked.
Scale, desideri del cazzo, grazie a Dio verso una roba molto veloce. Non ci dovrò neanche tornare lì. Buono così. Vabbè dai, mo sti caricamenti, Vampyr, ti supplico. Cioè, lenti come non mai. Per curiosità, dov'è sta missione? Ah, cagare, facelo prima io lì. Porca puttana.
It's locked.
Ah, vaffa. Cazzo deve essere un posto del genere chiuso a chiave, ma che cazzo è che ci viene?
Welcome back, Dr. Reed. Would you like to take communion with me now?
Sean, are you eating raw flesh?
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb. Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lord. I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reed, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
You make no distinction between the living and the skulls, do you?
We are God's children, Dr. Reed. One and all.
C'hai un po'
And he's
una concetto
determined to
diverso.
save us.
What will be the result if you continue to assist both Skulls and the living?
For the last decade, that's what's been happening. And they found a better life. What's to change?
You've turned Skull now. Don't you see the danger to anyone giving you their trust?
We are all sinners, awaiting salvation. This is a simple truth, ordained by the Lord Almighty. I am a seeker of his glorious light.
You're forgetting the epidemic. Things can go south very quickly. I've seen it.
Oh, these are terrible times. Only those pure of heart shall prevail.
Does this place belong to you? How can you be so certain you can keep it open?
This warehouse was once property of the Dawson family, but has been bequeathed me through donation.
The Dawsons? The wealthiest family in London? Have they a clue as to what goes on here?
Not at all. The donation was made before the war. The building was run down. I never met Aloysius Dawson myself.
So you have the run of the place and no one's taken notice?
As long as we keep to ourselves, we interest no one. This is a haven, and I pray it remains so for eons to come.
Harriet, Miss Jones has been behaving in a most violent manner. She's going to need special attention.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. To meet old Bridget. She's the guide Harriet requires.
Who is this old Bridget?
I don't know, Doctor. She rarely speaks of her past, but I know she has a long one. She's likely the oldest soul in the city.
Harriet is possessed by her hatred. You cannot let her roam free. She's dangerous.
She has joined her own kind, Doctor. Old Bridget is a saint to the younger Skulls, guiding them to salvation and peaceful existence.
I believe I've learned all I need to know. I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean?
We have been blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of his divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
I will strive to emulate your merciful nature, Sean, but it's a difficult pledge to make.
Give yourself over to God, Doctor. Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
These urges... You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
I've come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament. Take, eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
Ah, posso farlo mio famiglio, lasciarlo così sperando che non succeda un cazzo, oppure ammazzarlo malamente, fanculo a te. Ammazzarlo direi di no, perché comunque finché non fa danno e finché mangia morti non è che può far tanto. Trasformarlo, 500 XP non sono pochi, cioè nel senso in realtà non sono un cazzo, però... Lasciamolo così.
I believe you, Sean. In fact, I envy the peace you found, and will remember it.
There is love and compassion in your heart. You only need to give it wings.
Thank you for your kind words, Sean. Continue your noble efforts. You are a good man in bad times.
Keep to the light, my friend. Like all my flock, you have a home here. Anytime you're in the neighborhood.
Finché non mangi persone, poi dopo ti vengo a cercare, stronzo. Oh, livello di fascinazione a 3? Mi serve 5 per ammazzare quello che voglio ammazzare io. Allora, chi posso mangiare adesso? Fa vedere tipo al Painbrook. Vabbè, Clay Cox si poteva già mangiare da tempo. Però tipo qua, lui mi interessa lui, livello fascinazione 5. Questo mi manca ancora, sto quartiere qui. Posso mangiare sto figlio di puttana? Questi non posso ancora. Vabbè, lui non c'ha neanche senso. Questi due neanche. Questo neppure. Lui ci devo ancora parlare. Le due signorine per il momento le lascio in vita. Questo non so neanche chi sia. Dobbiamo un attimo parlare io e lei.
Another corpse thrown in the streets. Someone's playing a very sick game. I know this brooch. This is my mother's. A birthday gift from father. "29 Pretty Orchard Street. That's near Poplar's district. Why would this man carry off my mother's brooch? I must go there."
Avevo sbloccato una cosa su Delaney. Questi due avevano... Ok. Poi cos'altro che avevo da fare? Parlare con Sean. Devo sbloccare degli indizi su Sean che potevo utilizzare, me lo ricordo. E anche uno su Delaney. Però devo tenere al forte. Porca troia. D'accordo. Ah, poi scusami, c'era anche l'altro... Aspetta, sto a vedere. L'altro che mancava secondo me è... ecco, no, è lì. Oh, non lo so allora. Dovrei dare le... Facciamo così, vado a fare questa missione secondaria qua. Non ho sangue. Porca puttana. Vabbè, niente. Non c'ho un cazzo, no. No, 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 no. No. Pronto. Mi ha stretto all'angolo. Brutto stronzo. Aia.
I'll kill him!
Aia. Oh, stronzo. Che cazzo è? Ah, è questo.
Giselle's stolen money.
Ovvio.
Everyone has some unethical ways of financing their war.
Ora do il denaro a Gisella, Bellino anche quest'altro caricamento qui. Allora, facciamo così, ultimo quarto d'ora. Andiamo a parlare con... Andiamo a dare sto denaro a Giselle. Vado a parlare con Delany così metto a posto anche l'ultimo indizio che avevo trovato. Poi do i medicinali qua in giro. E che cazzo, quanti ne devi fare dei caricamenti per caricare sta zona? E dei due qua. 50-50.
Glad to see you again,
Porca
Mr.
puttana, ho
Reed.
sbagliato sorella.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Dopo indago anche qui.
You again? What do you want?
I've identified the men who stole from you. You were right. They were members of some self-proclaimed militia.
I knew it! Did you find the money too?
Yes, here it is. They thought they could finance their activities with it.
I never thought a man like you would be kind enough to... I misjudged you. Badly. Well... Thank you, sir.
Will you give the money back to your comrades, then?
Fuck those bastards who fired me. I'll give the money to Miss Gillingham. Her son Jack was a friend of mine. He was killed recently.
I know you were friends with Miss Gillingham's son, Jack. Tell me about his death.
Jack's murder has been a shock to the neighborhood. A sign that the situation is now out of control.
Why is that?
There has always been tension between the Wet Boot Boys and members of the trade union. But a murder? That's a first.
Who killed him?
No one will ever know. One thing is certain. While Jack was alive, I had one less reason to drink.
Why does that upset you so much?
I wish I had found the time and words to tell him how important he was to me before it was too late. Another failure for Giselle Paxton.
Ok.
Did you see what just happened?
No, I didn't. And I don't care.
Really? Why is that?
Because this sexist pig is one of the 4 men who blacklisted me. Good riddance, if you ask me.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Glad to see you again, Mr. Reed.
Did you see what happened?
No. I was coming back to the shelter from work when I heard an awful scream, and there was this man, dead, just in front of the building.
You saw nothing at all?
No, I told you, just that awful woman's scream.
A woman's scream? Are you sure?
Of course. It was terrifying. I thought it was my sister, so I ran. But it was a man I've never seen round here before.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton. Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Oh, il morto che ha davanti.
Did you see what happened to him?
Actually, yes. He was thrown from the roof like a vulgar log.
Why is it that you sound so afraid?
You didn't see it. He was dead before he hit the ground. The strength required to do such a thing, well, it beggars belief.
Who could have done that?
Who? Well, a vampire, of course.
Naturalmente.
Look, bite
Ovvio.
marks on the neck, lacerations here. There is definitely a vampire close by.
Davvero? Perspicace, ragazzi.
Goodbye. And good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
Ok, fa vedere in questa parte del quartiere se c'è qualcuno da curare. No, soltanto la signora Enid che ha mal di testa. Mi sa che tra l'altro io ce l'ho anche il farmaco per il mal di testa, credo. Non ricordo dove era la zona, qua. Se non ce l'ho, ho fatto una figura di merda, mi tocca
Good
tornare
evening,
fuori
Miss
e
Gillingham.
e
May I come
ricrearlo.
in?
Of course, of course.
Ho toccato qualcosa su di lei.
So,
lo ricordo.
Dr. Tippets, what brings you
Troia.
back here? We haven't talked in quite some time.
Un cazzo.
Do you require medical attention, miss?
I'm glad you asked, Dr. Tippets. I must confess I haven't felt that well of late.
Non ce l'ho.
I'll see you later.
Perfetto. Porca di quella zoccola. Allora. Dov'è il mio rifugio qua? In Culonia è il mio rifugio qua. Davvero non c'è un rifugio. Devo uscire dalla zona e rientrare. No, dai, stai scherzando. Il mio rifugio qua. Per il... Spero in uno shortcut almeno. Dimmi che c'è uno shortcut qua che mi porta sull'altra strada. È da madonne. C'era tipo un cancellino qua che apriva. Buono. Oh. In un quarto d'ora tutto quello che voglio fare non riesco a farlo.
It's locked, all right.
Allora, torniamo a parlare con la signorina Paxton. Poi dopo spero di trovare sto cazzo di shotgun che mi ricordo che c'era.
Glad to see you again, Mr. Reed.
Lottie, tell me about the Wet Boot Boys. I know they've threatened you.
Edwina Cox wanted me to provide her with information about Mr. Hampton's resources. I refused.
Is that not dangerous?
Fuck them and their lies. They claim they protect the interests of the neighborhood, but they are just greedy parasites like all the rest.
I respect your courage, Miss Paxton, and I hope life will never wear you down.
Dr. Reed, you know how to make a girl blush. I am glad you came to the docks.
Ammiro il suo coraggio e arrossisce. Ok, basta.
Goodbye,
Quando qualcuno le dirà che è una bella donna. Cosa improbabile, però può succedere nella vita. Cazzo. Devo davvero sperare che c'è un passaggio. Se non sbaglio dovrebbe essere questo. Che benessere ci ho preso. Qui. Allora, medicinali for all. Mi serve uno per il mal di testa. La Madonna. Stanchezza. Mi scrivo le parcelle. Scrivo la parcella. Mi scrivo, dov'è? Ah, dammi. Qua c'è il foglio. Allora mi serve. Allora, mal di testa 1. Poi stanchezza 1. Altro mal di testa. Socio, un po' di occhi potrebbe far bene. Un altro mal di testa. Buono. Poi di qua la Madonna. Stanchezza. Stanchezza. Stanchezza e via. Raffreddore addirittura. Emicrania. Ah, mi sa che l'ho già fatto quello per l'emicrania per questo stronzo. Basta, buono. Perciò erano per la stanchezza qua. Poi anemia non mi serve. Poi c'è raffreddore 1. Poi mal di testa altri 4. Posto. Qualcosa da smantellare? Posto. Andiamo a fare il medico curante di tutti.
Good evening, Miss Gillingham. May I come in?
Of
Parlare
course,
anche con
of course.
l'altro.
So, Dr. Tippets, what brings you back here? We haven't talked in quite some time.
Do you require medical attention, miss?
I'm glad you asked, Dr. Tippets. I must confess I haven't felt that well of late.
I'll try my best. Here, take this. And please, try to get some rest.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you very much.
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
Ok, torniamo al porto. Il metodo più veloce per arrivare al porto, qual è? Da questa strada qui. Non l'ho visto. Ah, qua.
I'm the one what should be grateful. My dear boy.
Pure che qua mi importa. Vecchia. Se andremo avanti più di 2 ore sta live. Non di tanto, suppongo, ma... Oh sì. qua. Qua c'è la porta. Yeah. Arrivati al porto. Good. Qui a chi che doveva dare le medicine? Nessuno, devo solo parlare con Coso, vero? Esatto, solo... Dai, ripigliate. Eccolo là.
Good evening, Mr. Delaney.
What? Ah, you're that doctor.
Is it true Sean Hampton saved your life?
Yep. The sad saint grabbed my soggy ass and brought me back to the pier after I fell into the canal. I was a wreck back then.
And yet
No,
you're still
sbagliato!
drowning in cheap liquor.
Sean Hampton really acted like a saint that day. But I suppose I'm just another lost soul who doesn't deserve to be saved.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
Perfetto, fatto pure questo. Torniamo al Pembroke. Allora, non mi ricordo dove devo passare. Ok, suppongo di qua. Perciò a sinistra, poi a destra. Si leva di al cazzo, grazie mille. E di qua a destra dovrebbe essere.
It's locked.
Ottimo, non andiamo a destra. Allora, sempre dritto, poi ero preso da qua sotto. Si aprirà. Almeno. Poi ok, qua tipo c'è la scalettina. Qui posso scavalcare. Qua sbagliato, chiedo umilmente scusa. Togli, figlio di puttana col mitraglietto. È andato al Pembroke. Questa è la... Chi servivano medicinali qua? Che non me lo ricordo più. Il dottore con gli occhialetti, il medico di là, Arietta e Tipez. Ok, posto. Andiamo prima da... Ah no, qui non è Arietta, la pazza internato. Eccolo.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft.
Oh,
how are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
My condition cannot be understood by you, mortal. This curse is beyond your science.
Well, until the day science finally admits failure, please accept this little contribution.
Thank you, Doctor. Your efforts are admirable, though laughable.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
E una l'ho fatta. Ora andiamo da Tipez di là.
Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Do you need any medical assistance yourself, Doctor?
Yes, indeed. But don't worry, I am perfectly capable of taking care of myself.
I have no doubt about it, but you are still ill all the same. Please, take this medicine.
I appreciate your concern, Dr. Reed. To be honest, I just did not take the time to diagnose myself.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Buono. Poi.
Time has lost its effect.
No, mi serve l'altro.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Do you need my medical attention, dear colleague?
I would have been confused if anyone other than you had asked that question, Dr. Reed. But your help is welcomed.
There is no shame in helping each other. We're colleagues, after all.
Many doctors I have known are too cynical to think that way.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
I never could keep anything from her.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
No, anche tua mamma, mi hai sbloccato un cazzo.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
No,
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
I have to go
mi
now,
sarà
sir.
buggato un attimo il colore del
But
verde.
don't
perché-
hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Ok, posto. Andiamo fuori da qui. C'era l'uscita, mi ricordo. Good. Tanta roba sta vita. Tanta roba. Altri rompipalle qui, con caricamento. 50 secondi, madonna, però io devo assolutamente assolutamente potenziare la se possibile. Niente, mi tocca ammazzarli. Bene.
Oh my god! Roll back to the hell!
Aia, stronzi. Che ora vi spanno il culo. Sono questo piccolo problema qui adesso. Chi serviva all'aiuto a White Chapel che non me lo ricordo più. Allora, Joe Peterson, Barrett Lewis. Ok. Il vicino che c'è qua è il pretone.
Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
It's Father Whitaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
Don't you fear getting sick yourself?
Faith gives me all I need, my son. If I must fall, then
Tranquillo,
so
aspetta
be
che
it.
arrivi a livello 5 di fascinazione, ci
No
penso
doubt
io.
your faith will prevail, but let me give you some extra protection against the devil's work. Medicine.
Blessed be your generosity, my son.
I have had enough for tonight. Goodbye.
You again? What do you want this time?
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peterson?
Keep your medicines for others.
There is a thin line between pride and stupidity, sir. Please take this medication. You'll feel better.
All right. I'll take it then. It's not like I don't appreciate the gesture.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Good quality. Come on.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? Do you need help, sir?
To be honest, I'd prefer you take a look at my stuff. I'd rather be rich and sick than the contrary.
I don't quite agree, but I won't argue with you. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
Really? Free? Don't take it personally, but charity usually comes at a price. Human nature being what it is.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
Che cazzo andare per... Ricordo che lì c'è il mio... Ah, di qua.
Good evening, my dear colleague.
You look ill, Miss Swanborough. I wonder if your concoction will do the trick.
I have no doubt it will. But I'm not against a second opinion, Dr. Reed.
Well, there you have it. Take this remedy, but be discreet. It may damage your business otherwise.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Miss Swanborough. Perhaps we'll talk again.
Ok. Curato tutti, parlato con Delany, andiamo al rifugio e andiamo a dormire.
Good evening, Zhao Shu.
Wang Shanghao, Dr. Reed. It's good to see you again.
Goodbye for now.
Abbiamo 2 persone da andare a ricercare nel prossimo episodio. No, domattina non credo. Vabbè, andando.
It's locked, all right.
Cazzo, è vero che qua è... Che il rifugio interno a... Ma cazzo. No, non fatemi tornare al Pembroke per... Torno al Pembroke per riportare, va bene. Allora, 2 ore e 15, dai. Bene. Ci sta. Questa abilità è tanta roba. Peccato che c'ha una ricarica che è infinita. Ah, infatti mi sembrava strano che il caricamento non partisse, che avesse caricato così fluida la zona, Stronzo io anche che ci penso a queste cose. Ok, cosa devo fare? Vediamo se posso migliorare qualcosa a livello di armi. Mazza draghi, il randello. Paletto di prima, frega un cazzo. Cosa ho fatto questo? Ah, ma posso andare avanti così tipo all'infinito? Che cazzo è? Vabbè, mica niente. Riposiamo, sì, tutto. Allora, voglio solo vedere una cosa. Mi diminuisci il tempo? Recupero diminuito. Spendiamoli sti 1000. Per potenziare la suprema, che è male. Anche l'autofagia. Costa 1300. Via. Buonissimo. Allora, grazie mille per essere passati. Noi ci rivediamo o domani pomeriggio, ma ne dubito. Che è sta roba? Che è sta roba? Frega un cazzo. Come critico? No, sto qua si mangia la gente. Vabbè, controlleremo nella prossima live. Quindi stavo dicendo, probabilmente domani niente live. Ritorniamo lunedì mattina, sempre con Vampyr. Ottimo. Niente, grazie mille per essere passati e alla prossima.